Waifu Wars. I definitely almost called it the G&A podcast, but no, we are indeed Waifu Wars. I am Peak's relative, Drooby Doo Finger. Yep.
And I just don't like beaches, so Roni.
And welcome back to the next episode of Waifu Wars, where we talk about all things anime, the good, the bad, the weeb, but not your waifu, because she's trash. What's going on, Oni?
I'm doing well. I'm just addicted to Elden Ring, as most of the world is at this point. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine. And before we start, I just want to go on this very brief tangent that's totally unrelated to any topics that we'll be discussing. So on Wednesday, when I went to Red Lobster, I got a dozen big cherry biscuits to go. And I feel like I knew this, but I keep forgetting, and every time I remember that they changed their recipe, I get upset immediately.
They still taste good, though.
It's like, they taste good, but it's not, it's not the same.
You've been holding this in since Wednesday?
It's not the same. No, I just realized it, like, today, like, when I was getting ready for the podcast, like, making my tea and stuff. Because what I did today was, I was like, it's a little missing a little something. So, my fat ass was like, let me get this pure Irish butter, which, by the way, I think best butter. And I put that Irish butter on my stuff. I wrapped it up in foil, put it in the oven for a couple of minutes. Tasted just like my childhood. It was so good.
Sounds super bougie. Well, as long as we're on a rant about food, I found a Haagen-Dazs brownie and Irish cream flavor. Oh my god!
Wait, wait. The Haagen-Dazs brownie was Irish cream.
No, it's an ice cream flavor. It was Irish cream and brownie.
Irish cream and brownie.
Yeah, it's like rum raisin, except it's.
I know that is rum. It's brownie.
It has chunks of brownies, but it also has like a ton of like what's the Irish cream? It's like Bailey's. Yo, that shit is so strong. Like, it tastes like if I soaked a brownie in Bailey's and just started chewing on it. It's so good, though.
Oh, that sounds delicious.
It's so delicious.
I really hope they don't have Haagen-Dazs on sale at my supermarket, or else I'm gonna make a bad decision. Oh my gosh. Well, I hope all y'all are, I hope y'all are eating?
Yeah, hope you guys aren't starving yourselves.
Yeah, eat food good. Eat food. Nope, I can't talk. We're just gonna get right into our news segment, This Week in Anime. According to Anime News Network, Aimer's Demon Slayer, the Entertainment District opening song, streamed over 9 million times.
Whoop! The better one.
Yep.
Better Demon Slayer opening.
Sure, girl. Anyways, it ranked number 1 on Oricon's weekly streaming for the 6th time since its release on December 6th. So yeah, she's doing the things. Aimer is the 8th artist to record more than 10 million streams in 1 week since Oricon began posting its charts in 2018. Other artists include Lisa, of course.
Yeah.
BTS, and all these other people that I do not know. And she is only the 4th solo artist to do so. So, you know, unlike some people, I'm not a hater when songs do really well.
I'm not a hater. I'm just aware of why it's doing well. And this kind of goes to prove my point. Even though I do love the song and think it is genuinely really good, if literally I did the Demon Slayer opening, it would be number 1 in the charts. The fact that it is the Demon Slayer opening is what's going to make it number 1 in the charts, because weebs love Demon Slayer and they're going to instantly propel the song to number 1.
They are, but they're not going to propel a shitty song to number 1.
Yes, they will. You underestimate the weebs.
Well, they haven't done that yet, so
they
I
haven't
guess we
yet.
wouldn't know.
I'm just saying they propelled a generic song to #1 for 70 years. All right, so
fuck you, because you're such a hater. You're just such a hater. God, my God.
But that's irrelevant because the Aimer song is actually incredibly good, and I have it on my playlist. Just like I have that other Lisa song from the movie on my playlist.
It's cute, I guess. It's cute, and I'll only be saying good things about it, unlike some people, and not throwing any shade at it. And I hope Aimer gets as big as Gurenge does.
Yes, I hope she gets even bigger than Gurenge.
Hater. Anyways, what do you got over there? Now that you're done shading Gurenge.
All right. In very related to anime news, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet games have been announced, and they'll launch on the Switch globally in late 2022. It's part of the Pokemon Presents event today, on Sunday, as we're recording this. Basically, they announced Gen 9 Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, which will be launching worldwide this winter, which is probably going to be around November, judging by when they usually release games.
Yep.
So I'm hyped for it.
Yes, I'm also hyped for it. Also, Oni literally was way too lazy to actually look for news.
This is the most important news of the day.
No,
Sorry.
I'm going to be very openly shaming you because
Gertrude thinks Pokemon is not anime related. Pokemon? You mean that non-anime property?
It started as a video game before it became an anime.
It's an anime video game.
Whatever makes you feel better. And I mean,
that's like saying the Tales series is an anime because it started as a video game.
So how do you feel about the starters?
The cat is the best, clearly, but I like all of them.
Cannabis kitty.
I like the weed. Yeah, the weed cat is great.
Cannabis kitty. I mean, you'll get anything that's a cat, essentially.
Exactly. So. Although I hated the stupid looking duck at first. I'm like, oh my god, it's so fucking ugly and dumb.
What? Whoa.
But now I kind of like it. It's grown
up.
Whoa,
Choto mate. Yo, this is the Oni's a hater episode. My goodness.
I like it now. The more I look at it, the more I like it. All right.
Hate it like Donald Duck is not my favorite, but it's not. But ugly, no. They're all. I actually think that they're all cute.
Yeah, I think they're all cute now. I just have to appreciate it's like ugly cute, you know? It's like cute and ugly.
No, it's just cute. And my only problem with it is that it's like, if I know Pokemon, then I know Pokemon. It's about to be another water flying duck.
No, I hope it's a dragon. I hope it's a dragon water.
Oh my god, you know they won't do that, but that would be awesome. They're going to make it water flying because all they want to do is not be creative, or they just want to make the starters very whatever.
I feel like that's either going to be dragon water or the fire type is going to be dragon fire.
The fire type
like cat is going to be a fairy.
I'm not gonna lie. Oh god, I hope it's not fairy though.
What?
Oof! It'd be such. Sorry, competitive mindset. I'm just like, that's such awful typing.
Fairy grass.
Yes, it's like quad weak to poison.
Oh yeah,
weak to steel.
Steel is so common.
Weak to. It. I mean, ... I just in the competitive like. Steel is a great type. Everyone usually has one.
Yeah, but it's a defensive type.
Huh?
It's a defensive type.
Yeah, tell it. You know who doesn't care about that? Scizor, as it bullet punches this poor fairy out of existence. It's and on top of all that, it's also weak to everything else that a grass type is weak to.
Fine. I hope it's grass. Electric.
That would be cute. I want. Yeah. I want.
Nothing about it seems like it would be electric, but you know.
Yeah, we don't. We don't know. This is the first time in a very long time I wanted a fire type.
This is the first time I think I've ever wanted a grass type.
I
I can't remember the last grass type I ever cared about. Well, like, and if I do like the grass type, it's usually beaten out by the other type. Like, I like Trico, but he's nowhere near as good as Mudkip.
Oh, I thought you were a dirty Blaziken stan.
Blaziken's not grass.
No, I thought you were gonna say he's nowhere as
good
as...
and Blaziken, yeah, and Blaziken's also better.
Yeah.
And just like I like Meganium, but not as much as for Alligator and Typhlosion.
The fact that you like Meganium.
Meganium is cute.
Right, I forgot you like Gen 2 for some reason. It's like you like any Pokemon game with shitty mechanics. But yeah, Fuecoco, there's something about it. I'm just like, ooh, you look interesting. I don't know. I think Fuecoco is kind of not ugly, cute.
He has the best name though.
Yeah, Fuecoco.
That sounds like a fucking hip poppin' ball nightclub or something. Welcome to Fuecoco.
I like. I mean, that is a bomb name. I also like Quaxley.
Quaxley's fine.
Quaxley's good.
I don't know how to pronounce the cat.
Sprigatito, like
Sprigatito.
Sprigatito. Sprigatito. I'm like, where's the cat in this name? Like,
yeah, I was trying to find out what the pun is. I'm like, spaghetti.
Sprigatito. Is there some kind of spice in that name?
Maybe because it's like sprig. I don't fucking know.
Yeah, me neither.
It's like Spanish for cat. I
don't know. No. I'm pretty sure it's gato. Like, what? I mean, it does have GATO in it.
Yeah, there you go. Not every pun works, all right?
Yikes. But yeah, so we're looking forward to it 100%.
Yes.
That being said, we are now done with our news, and it's time to move on to our weekly reviews, and we're gonna start with some Attack on Titan final season part 2 episode 6.
Episode 8.
That part. Why did I put 6?
Jeez, you're like 2 weeks behind, Drew.
Right. Why did I put 6? Huh, that's weird. Okay, so episode 8. Yay, Levi's still alive, and they're teaming up with Peak.
I wish he was more grotesque looking. Like, I kind of hate when anime does that, or like movies do this too, where they'll just like, oh my god, he's been through so much. He's a literal missile exploded in his face. What happened to him? Oh, he just has a couple scars on his face. He's fine. Like, what? His body should be like disfigured, and he should be like missing an arm, or like have shrapnel everywhere. Like, ugh. I know you want to keep Levi looking hot, but come on.
That's fine. That's why I'm not saying anything. I'm conflicted. Half of me agrees, and half of me is like, no, but I want his face and
like
body.
He got up, and he was just like. That one scene where his face, like, he's all bandaged up and his face is stitched up, but his body is like perfectly intact and ripped and everything. Like, I don't care how muscular you are. If a bomb went off in your face, your body ain't gonna be that ripped.
You do not speak for me. So, yeah, no, excuse me. Yeah, they could have done a little bit more scarring considering everything he's been through. But yeah, but now the Avengers are coming together, as we jokingly said during the live watch.
Yep.
You know, all getting ready to stop Eren, the big bad. Armin. Wait, can we talk about how Connie and how he looked like trying to lie to Balco? That was hilarious.
We're gonna brush its teeth.
We're gonna brush its teeth. Hey, why don't you just get up here and brush its teeth? And I'm just like, girl, what?
Yeah.
What are you saying?
I feel bad for Falco. I feel like he would have went along with it too if it wasn't for Gabby showing up and Armin.
Right. And then Armin does the most, trying to convince Connie to like not feed him. And And then he was like, "Oh, I'm going to jump. And he proceeds to jump into Connie's mom's Titan mouth.
Yeah.
And Connie saves him. And by saving him, he saved everyone in the immediate vicinity. Because, as you guys said, like, she could potentially, like, transformed. You know, I feel like that doesn't happen. Because Falco didn't transform into the Claw Titan when he ate what's-his-face.
That's true. He just transformed back into his
self. Yeah, so I think that would have been fun. You know, they would have been fine. I mean, quote unquote fine.
And Armin didn't transform into the Colossal Titan when he ate what's his face back in season 3.
Yeah,
Bert Holt.
Exactly. So
yeah, she would have been fine.
Everyone would have been fine. Not Armin.
Well, not Falco. Not Armin.
Yeah. So yeah. Shout out to Mikasa listening to that girl just talk.
No, that was fucked up. I'm actually mad at Mikasa for that. That girl deserves better. She's dying and Mikasa was such a bitch to her. What? Literally, this girl idolizes you and is just trying to make you happy, and your only response to her saying she's dying is "Give my fucking scarf back." Bye.
Okay, she idolized her, but she became like a Jaegerist. Something that even and went against Misaka. Like at that point, if you become against me, I don't give a shit how much you.
Not directly against her, just like against her side, and also she was still good, like nice to Mikasa. She wasn't like one of the bad Jaegerists. No. She wasn't like Flock out here shooting people and shit. She was just like, I guess I'm a Jaegerist because I like Eren. Whatever. I feel like she deserved better. All right, she was a cute character. I'm mad that she's dying and also got such a horrible treatment from Mikasa.
Bitch, give me my scarf.
Yeah,
give me. Wait, also she stole Mikasa's scarf.
Eren was gonna throw it out.
Well, if you see Mikasa, fucking give it back. That's crazy. Yeah. Mikasa's like, I don't care about you. I gotta go. Enjoy that shrapnel inside you. Oh, that was funny. The scene where, like, Onyakapan and Helen, is that Helena? Helen. What's crazy woman's name?
Oh, Yelena.
Yelena. Thank you.
Yeah.
They're about to get executed by Flock. Flock, who is way too pussy to pull the trigger, as we see. He's like, wait, no, let's talk shit about you first. And he's like, oh, he acknowledged that in no way this man was going to hurt them. But he was like, screw him, you don't want to be on our side, so we're going to kill you anyways. And then Onyakapon's like, okay, I mean, you kill me because homeboy's about to like destroy my entire nation and kill my family, so I don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
I felt he's like, do you guys not see what's going on? Yeah, I feel like in so many ways, I feel like Onyakapon is very much just us.
Yeah, he's really cool. I kind of wish that it was interesting the way they did it with like Jean was gonna shoot him and then just get the gunshots off screen. That was cool. I do wish that he had shot Flock though. I was so wishing he had just shot Flock.
Right, Flock or Yelena.
Yelena can live. I just hate Flock. Like I don't know why he's like that character who just exists to hate, and I'm like just waiting for him to die. Like he's gonna die some very gruesome death, and I'm just waiting for it.
Yeah, he's that kind of guy. I'm not really paying too much attention to him because I'm just like, you're not very. You're trying to make yourself very relevant to this.
But that's the point. He is. You know, he's gonna do some shit like he's gonna kill Connie or he's gonna kill. He's gonna do some stupid shit.
Yes.
And I don't want to see him do that. I know he is.
I know.
Because they wouldn't be focusing on him so much if he wasn't that important.
I know it's gonna be sad when it happens, but I don't know. It's like Flock. I know what you're trying to do, girl. No one cares about you. even if you're the head of the Jaegeress and head of, Titan Country.
Titan Country.
No.
His heroes, Titan Country.
Yeah, clearly.
Turn around, boy.
Yeah, well, luckily Peak comes in last second to rescue Unyankopon and Elena. Ugh.
Peak always saving the day, like best characters should.
Yeah, shout out to Peak. I actually do. Like, I like her more and more and more. Because she's just out here doing her best.
I'm glad that they actually gave her a major role in the story. Like, when she first appeared in the, first or the fourth season, I was like, oh, she's the Card Titan. Like, if it was any other show, she would have been killed off immediately or completely irrelevant.
Right.
Because she's like such a meaningless Titan.
Quote unquote meaningless.
Yeah, like, quote unquote meaningless. But nope, she's actually extremely useful and very relevant.
Right.
And like incredibly good. Like, low-key, the Card Titan is probably like the most practical Titan. Like, it's the most useful Titan to have. Yeah. Depending on what you're doing.
Yeah, because of its ability to like be on 4 feet.
Really fast. Apparently, she could sneak up on people because every time she pops out of nowhere, no one hears her coming.
Yeah, no one. She's always all you see is the cat. Is this? She just pops up behind them, about to like smack them or something.
You're just looking one day, and you see like a speeding Titan like crawling at you like a bullet train, but you don't hear her footsteps or anything.
Yeah. Oh, God, I really want Yelena to die.
I don't know why you hate Yelena so much. She doesn't do anything. She just sits there and does nothing.
Cause she's like, she's so. Oh, now she does nothing.
Yeah, she does nothing. Even when she was evil, she didn't really. She was a good villain. She was like a good villain.
She came up with the whole plan. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
that's why I don't like her. That's why I don't like her. Cause
why?
Cause she like. I don't know. She turned a lot of people into like she was on Zeke's side and not Aaron's, and that's why I don't like her.
Oh well, fuck Aaron. I'm also on Zeke's side. Actually, no, I'm not. Fuck both of them.
It's like I don't.
If I had to pick between Flock and Yelena, I'm killing Flock. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, well, like it's fine.
There's
like
20 people on my list of people I want to die before Yelena.
Yeah, it's just I didn't like how she was so smug about her plans going off. She's like, "Ooh, it's like, ooh, I'm a villain, and we're about to get our destiny." Ooh, like she was definitely like drinking her own Kool-Aid. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's like it wasn't like Zeke wasn't like Zeke was just I'm just doing what I feel like I gotta do, so I'm doing it. So it's not like he was taking some like innate pleasure. She, on the other hand, was like, that's why I don't like her, because it's like you're taking joy in this, like you're being like an actual villain. So just fuck you. I want her to get her just desserts. That's it. That's all I'm saying.
Fair enough. All
right. I think we have said everything we need to say about Attack on Titan. So without further ado, let's move on to Sono, Bisque, Doll, Wakoi, Wo, Suru, Des. Episode 7.
And this is my episode of the week.
This is my episode of the week. No, this is not my episode of the week, but this is very good all the same. Yes, it's like a second. This is like very close. I really like Marin's ability. Like Marin, I love that she is so like. I feel like she's like the anti.
Super whimsical.
She's like the anti. Male harem MC character.
Yeah.
Kind of, and like in the sense that like
she's the
there's nothing.
Photo.
Yeah, in the way that like there's nothing like usually in main characters not too much about him that's like really cool or fascinating. But yeah, all the girls are like, we love you. But meanwhile, I feel like she's the anti version of that, and the fact that she's so infectious, and she just has that natural ability to kind of adjust herself and get along with anyone. Like she makes everyone feel very comfortable.
Yeah, and I feel like she's a very believable character. Like I've known people like that who are just super whimsical, like free-willed,
right?
And I want to go to this place today, and they just go or whatever. Like she did with I want to go to the beach because it's July, and then just you could 2 seconds later she's at the beach.
Exactly, like just stuff. There's like stuff like that, and it's not like she's perfect, and that's what I like.
Yeah, she still has her like faults. She's still very airheaded, and but she's like compassionate and caring and very cute. Like she's so wholesome.
Yeah,
she's so wholesome.
Exactly.
And goes with I think this is the most go with the flow type of character I've ever seen in anime.
Period. Like she's just such a good
Her
girl.
whole thing is going with the flow.
Right. And I thought it was cute. This is like the first time that we see like Gojo being like a little annoyed with her go with the flow attitude.
Yeah,
because he just goes along with it. But then when he finds out that we're just at the beach just for no reason, just because he wants to, and he's just like, you see his face go like,
yeah, I like how he just assumes that there's like this hidden meaning to everything. She's like, oh, she's clearly here because she wants to scout out a place to record the studio, blah blah blah, for the cosplay. She's like, nah, I just want to come to the beach.
Exactly. That's really, yeah. No, I like that a lot.
What I like about the show is that everyone can be like, all the characters are so good that they could each be their own. Like if I watched a show with any of these characters as the main character, they would be the best character in the show. Like even if Marin wasn't there and it was just Juju and she was the main girl, that would be a great show. If it was just her sister that was there, she's good enough of a character to be the lead in her own show. Like they all just feel like really, really fun to watch, really, really realistic and interesting characters.
Yes, absolutely. I love that through Marin, we just kind of got to see Shinju's personality shine just a little bit. Shinju being Inui's sister, her quote unquote little sister. Even to a point where Marin's like go for it attitude starts affecting her at some point, where she's like, "Hey, why don't you try cosplaying?" And she's like, "Huh, I never thought of that."
Yeah, Marin's infectious.
Yeah, and we know we're gonna get back to that at some point. I feel like.
Yeah, I also like her little sister being like just scared of the haunted abandoned fucking hospital they went to or whatever.
Right.
And then like she has little cute interactions with Gojo that were really nice. Like her fainting when he touched her.
Exactly.
They're cute together. They're all the characters are just cute together. I really appreciate it.
Right. And they all can like mix and match, and none of the groupings will feel awkward. Like Gojo and Shinju can talk about photography. Imagine Shinju talk about photography and cosplay. Like they all care about the same thing.
Yeah.
In one way or another, so there's always an overlap.
And I want to see what we haven't even seen Marin's friends really. I want to see what her actual friend group is like, because they all look really cool too, from what little we have seen of them.
I'm not sure if they're gonna be that relevant to the plot.
They'll probably have like an episode here or there.
Yeah, I'm only saying that because, on the picture for it, yeah, exactly, they're on the poster for it. Just those four.
I also like that you learn stuff. Like I love anime that teach you stuff that's kind of relevant. You know, like all the photography stuff that we're talking about in this episode is true.
Yes.
You could actually learn about photography a little bit just watching this episode.
Oh, I got triggered when talking about the prices of DSLR cameras.
Oh god, yeah, that was painful. I was looking through DSLR cameras like a couple of weeks ago because I want to buy one for stream setups, but yeah, they're ridiculously expensive.
Right. So feels bad, but Sono Vista, this anime is very. It just feels very cohesive in the best way. Of course, you can't, we can't not mention the that very powerful hawk,
yeah,
who just steals Madden's burger out of her hand.
That bird ate her whole last burger and the fry. Like that bird is boss. It's probably gonna die if it ate all that greasy shit though.
Right. So I'm looking at white bait and I'm just like, why is this in a burger? Unless
just like,
unless it
it
was
looked like coleslaw when I saw it in the show.
Yeah, because probably like the fish with some sauce on it. It's just very like very.
Oh, it looks like sardines.
Yeah, basically. I wow, not me actually. Not I literally put white bait and then the next word is burger. So so I guess white bait burgers are very much a thing. I guess you just make the fish into like a patty and eat it like that. Okay, so that's a lot less disgusting than I thought it was.
Yeah, it looks pretty good. Actually, no, it doesn't look that good. But at least it's a thing.
There's a place in City Island has a white
I
bait
see
burger.
It. You know what? I don't want it. No, all the individual white strands are just fish. Pass.
No, that's because they make it into a patty.
No, not the one I'm looking at.
Really? It was like the first
and not
picture?
The one that they were eating. Look, I'm gonna show you.
The first one. I think it looks like shit.
Is it the one that's like from a restaurant, like from a like an ad? Yeah, I think it's literally what they were eating.
That says white bait burger.
Yep, that one.
Yeah, that one.
Nope, pass.
Wait, what?
Pass.
Pass. There's one that it looks like they make it into a patty. There's some that make it into patties.
No, I'm gonna pass on this. Sorry.
I don't know. I mean, if it's fried, sure.
If it's really fried, not like if it's like it has to be battered. Like breaded.
Yeah, like so they even make fritters, white bait fritters.
Yeah, like that. Like that's fine because then it'll just be like onion rings, like really mushy onion rings.
Right. Oh, except for this one. Oh, I don't. I mean, I would probably eat it. I'm just saying it doesn't look appetizing. I feel like if you saw that picture, you would you would not. You would say no.
Probably not.
You would say no.
And I like fish. I eat all types of random ass fish, but not this. Who knows? I'm trying to like it one day.
Yeah, I eat too much fish. Even though I'm not a huge fish person, I'm Jamaican American, so it kind of just comes with the territory. But yeah, that bird scooped up that burger, and then for some reason Gojo threw the fucking fries at it.
Take these fries, bitch.
Like, would you like a drink with it? Like, what? No, then just throw like 3 or 4 fries. Don't throw the whole bag.
No, throw the whole container.
The whole container. I'm like, that's what? No, now y'all just having half a fish burger. That's imagine we had like a whole Big Mac. Imagine if we had two Big Macs, some fries, and then Bert takes your Big Mac, and then I throw the fries, and we're just splitting one Big Mac.
Well, that's the thing. Like, they didn't even split the burger. I think it was like, I don't know if it was. No, they didn't.
It looked like it. It looked like a half a burger.
Oh, did they? I don't remember actually. Did they split it? I thought he said no. I don't remember. Then I do remember her like zooming in on the burger, so maybe they did.
Maybe.
Either way, I did appreciate the little romantic beach scene that they had.
So cute. Oh my gosh. When Martin's like, let's go together, just the 2 of us. And he's like, yeah, that'd be great. And then she's like, oh, he said yes. And then just her like emoting all over it. Like, oh, her gushing over Gojo is like, that's Marin at her best for me. Like, I love it.
Also, fuck beaches.
I agree unless they are really, really good ones. I feel like you keep disagreeing because I feel like you've just never been to like.
No, it's not even the quality. Just the beach in theory is just not good to me because it's like, why would I want to go to a beach where it's like uncontrollable, like any kind of animal can just come up on shore? You know, there's so many ways you can just drown and die. There's so many dangers in the ocean. Like, I can just go to a pool and get a better experience. That is also, I can only go like 5 feet out before a tide pulls me and kills me or something. Okay, on the beach.
Well, that's only that's literally
because I can't swim.
That's only if you're literally stupid and you're like,
there's seaweed everywhere.
Like that is not every beach. Most beaches I go to do not have seaweed in it.
There's shells. There's stuff in the water and or sand that will touch you.
Like I said, if you go to a good beach.
What beach do you go to? Like a private beach that has no wildlife?
Literally Aruba. I keep going back to Aruba because it was the best.
What beach this is? There was no wildlife in the waves.
No, the only wildlife were like these tiny ass fishes. I got to swim with the fishes, and that shit was so cool.
Swim with fishes.
That shit was so cool. And then if you don't want it, then you can just chill on the sand. I never knew sand could be that clean.
Well, that's the thing. If I go to a beach, I just chill on the sand,
and that's fine.
I just don't like the water.
And I feel like for the first time, that was the first time I liked playing in the water because it just felt so. The water felt nice. There's no random shit on you, getting caught on you. That's not a thing. Like literally everything that we complained about from going to Chocha Beach does not exist. That is why I'm like, yes, Aruba beaches, yes. Any other beach, Like that's like I almost. Literally, if I'd never been to that beach, I would probably agree with you and be like, yeah, beaches are ill.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's literally just something you have to experience for yourself. I feel like you still probably be like, it's whatever, even though you know it.
Yeah, I will probably still be that guy. I just don't like the concept of beaches. Remember, I don't like the ocean. I'm afraid of the ocean.
I mean, I don't love the ocean. I don't love her like that, but if it looks that nice and pretty... I think that's what it was for me.
That's the allure of the ocean. It looks nice and pretty, and then a shark comes and kills you. Some Loch Ness monster shit happens.
Yeah. So you don't like the beach because you're scared of random fish.
Anything can fucking happen.
Random ocean monsters that will never come for you. Got it. That's all I needed to hear.
You know how many ocean creatures can just kill you by touching you? Pass. Like there's literally like creatures that if you step on them, they have like toxins that just instant kill you. There's jellyfish like stingrays.
Just don't
sharks.
Just don't. Well, first of all, it's the way I'll always have beach shoes, so that part, and then. Yeah, like just don't go to Australia. Like
that's not just Australia. That's like
I know. There's a lot of places.
Well, no, definitely Australia.
I
would not go to anywhere where there's wildlife at all. I would be like on top of a building or something and spend my whole vacation locked in a room.
I know, like it's like the idea of going to Australia would be so great, but I know the moment I get there, I'd be like, all right, let's just go to buildings and let's go to other buildings.
Just buildings, but even then it's scary because spiders can just come in and kill you.
I mean,
like Australia's a death trap no matter where you go.
Well, I feel like you go into the city, it's probably not that bad, but yeah, nowhere too rural.
I'm not touching it. It needs to be a city. It can't be like a suburban or rural area. Nope. If I see a dirt road, I'm out.
You see a dirt road, that means the coyotes already got you.
Yeah, it's true.
The coyotes and the kangaroos.
I turn around, it's just like a pack of wolves.
And coyotes. And kangaroos.
With spiders on their backs.
With spiders, yeah. Spiders
Black widows on their backs. Like,
yes. So, yeah, but... people, if you like beaches, that's great for you.
Yeah, enjoy. Just be careful.
Great. Yes, I'm happy nothing happened to Mod and Gojo's beach trip journey. All right, let's move on to Sasaki to Miyano, episode 8.
Yes.
Woo. So all this time, I thought that like all the girlfriends were like a bunch of like crazed Fujoshi who are just like, oh yes, I want one for a man get fucked by everything.
Mm-hmm.
And that's like 20% right. But I think for the most part, at least in this episode, they, in my mind, that myth kind of gets dispelled. At least for, like, these two girlfriends, like, for the show.
Mm-hmm.
Only because of that very illuminating conflict between Ogasawara and his girlfriend in, like, the first couple of minutes. Where, you know, she starts off a little intense.
Mm-hmm.
You know, being like, oh my god, don't you just like the delinquent bottoms, and goes on the whole spiel about it. And the gag was that Miyano just like quietly like agreeing. He's like, yeah, I like that shit. And I'm like, god damn it, Miyano, that's not that you're defeating, you're not helping the situation. Because Ogasawara, he enlisted Miyano to help translate for his girlfriend, or translate for his girlfriend. But then we learned that Ogasa, I'm just gonna call him Ogasa because I don't want to keep saying Ogasawara. Ogasa apparently was like snooping and found, you know, I think it was like some yaoi.
Mm-hmm.
With delinquent, you know, with the delinquent bottoms and whatnot. And he's like, oh, I'm getting freaked out and da 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 da. And I think she wants me just because she wants me to be a delinquent bottom. And then she's like, no. She's like, first of all, why were you snooping through my photo album? And secondly, we were dating before that happened.
Mm-hmm.
And either way, it's all resolved. You see, much to Oni's dismay, you see her from the distance, like kind of like smack him, and then they hug, and then they just walk away.
Yeah, that was cute.
That was cute. So yeah, Ogasa. I think a lot of him complaining was he was clearly coming from a place of insecurity.
Mm-hmm.
Would you be okay with like dating like a Fujoshi?
Yeah, I wouldn't have a problem with that. As long as it was like, all right, let me rephrase that. Depending on the level of Fujoshiness, I feel like your average Fujoshi, I mean, that's fine. But if it was like somebody who was just like, I need you to literally fuck another man for me or something, then no.
Okay.
That would probably be where I draw the line.
I feel like most Fujoshis wouldn't even.
That's what I mean. Like most people wouldn't do
that. Exactly. Excuse me. So that would be. Would you feel a type of way if she was like, "Yes, I'm." In my mind, I'm pairing you with this guy or something.
Can I do the same to her? Like, well, in my mind, I'm pairing you with this girl.
You know, that'd be kind of hot, actually. You know.
As long as it goes both ways, we're fine.
She's like, no, how dare you pair me with a woman? Yeah, so that was a relatively fast resolution to that problem.
Yeah.
The second half of the episode, I start getting some weird vibes.
Yeah, so it's not just me, right, that sees Sasaki is a bit like creepy.
Yeah, he's getting like
possessive.
That thank you, that word.
Yeah.
He's getting a little possessive. And I wasn't talking just him, but yes, also Sasaki, but also the chairman.
Oh yeah, that too. him too.
Like it, I'm like, ooh, why are you making those eyes when you're saying those things? Like, in my mind, he's also has feelings for Miyano.
Yeah, it kind of gave that impression.
But yeah, it's one of those moments where I kind of do appreciate the guy with the glasses. His character grows on me a lot. I feel like he's low key might be like my favorite character. I just kind of like his dryness.
Yeah, he's a good contrast to the others.
Exactly. Like that scene where he's like, he's like in drag and he convinces not he convinces the other dude like ends up hitting on him. And then he just like makes a very tongue-in-cheek remark about like, oh yeah, no, I was trying to have love with him, but I guess it didn't work out. So that was very cute. And then hearing him like really talk about his girlfriend, like, because it's not just like, oh my god, we love each other. Like at first it was very much giving that, but now it's even more context to her relationship. The fact that she's like in a hospital, she has a lot of free time, and he was like, oh yeah, I'll send a picture of myself in drag to her, and because that'll make her happy, and da 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 da. I was like, aw. I was like, that's actually really cute.
Yeah, a cute relationship.
But yeah, when Sasaki saw Miyano in drag, and like Sasaki just was like, oh, so you're just gonna let their class walk all over you? And I'm just like, whoa.
Yeah. See, I feel like I don't know why they do that a lot I've noticed that in Shonen Eyes and like Shoujo Eyes. Well, not Shoujo Eyes, but like Shoujo manga, where it's like the guy. Like they always make the guy very possessive and borderline creepy to be like. I would not want to be with somebody like that. I feel like that's way too possessive. And it almost comes across like he couldn't like control himself, and I'm like, yeah, man, you need to work on controlling your. Like even at the end, he was like, I must hug Miyano. I feel like these are not great traits to have. Like they're not very romantic traits.
So I will say I don't think he was trying to be possessive.
I know they're trying to like it's played off maybe because I'm being critical of it. I'm like, oh, listen, this is coming from the guy who likes yanderes.
Right. No, because in lots of other yaois, the yaois, I'm sure not the one that we watched before, like 2 years ago. Yeah, that's what you're thinking of. That is possessive.
Yeah, but weird. Even like the way he snapped, like, oh, like if I'm just getting like I try to maybe because it's too realistic of a situation where I was like if I'm looking at a character who's like a yandere or something, I kind of like that's a fictional thing. But like in this situation, I'm trying to put myself in the shoes. I'm like, how would I feel if I'm just like doing something and my girlfriend snapped at me like that? Like, oh, so you're just gonna do what they tell you to do? Damn, like I get pissed about that. And then what if I was like being touched when I didn't want to be touched? I don't know. Like I don't see this as a romantic situation. I just kind of.
He apologized.
He did, but still,
it's not enough for me to.
It's not like I feel like
for me to hate him.
It's a trait of his though. Like remember the last episode where he grabbed Miyano and just like pulled him away from the girl because he was jealous.
Yes.
See, like I don't want to be with somebody who's just gonna be like snappy and moody all the time. And I see this constantly played up as like a positive trait in shoujos and shonen eyes, where it's like, oh man, the guy just cares so much about you. He's just like possessive and constantly controlling who you can hang out with and what you do all the time.
Right. No, because you're right. I would just say this is on like the low key end of it. That's the unfortunate part. So it's like I'm willing to give him, because this is the first time he like snapped at him, and then the second time, but this is like the second time he's done something very a little erratic.
Mm-hmm.
We'll put it that way. So yeah, that was weird, but Miyano kind of, excuse me. Miyano was like, but the class and I, like, Miyano kind of had a little bit of a backbone, just for like a little bit. Then he's like, but maybe I might talk to the class about it. I guess Sasaki was like, oh my god, you do that for me? And then Miyano was like, yeah, I do it for you because I like you. And then they both thought that same thought at the same time. That was cute. It was romantic, even though now saying it out loud, it's a wee bit problematic. Like, it's just a wee bit toxic. Because it's like, oh wow, now because you're doing this thing, now because you'll indulge me and allow me to be selfish about you cross-dressing, you must like me. And I'm like, yeah, I'm doing this to appease you because I like you. And I'm like, that's a little toxic, but you know what? I'll let it slide for now. Just because in comparison to other Shonen, this is still incredibly tame.
Yeah, it's still wholesome.
Yeah. So we'll see. I guess we're definitely gonna see Sasaki's. I feel like we're gonna see Sasaki's his more possessive side come out, and then I guess someone's gonna be like, "Bitch, what the fuck you doing?" Slap the shit out of him, and then he's like, "Oh right, I can't be a jealous bitch," and then the end.
Is it bad? I'm kind of hoping that it happens like that, and they just don't get together in the end.
Wait, why? No.
Just gonna be different. Like Miyano just realized, like, wow, you're a bit too possessive for me. I'll find someone else, but we can stay friends.
That's so sad. Wow. I feel like, what happened to you? What happened to you, honey? What's going on? What's going on? That you don't
I just don't. I don't like him. I see too many like traits I don't like in people with him.
Oh my gosh. I I feel like the people that you've known, like, intimately that have those traits, and you're just like,
yeah, no, I'm totally project. Like, I just don't like. I've known people who have these traits, and I really don't like it in relationships. Like, it's like seeing a toxic person I really don't like in a relationship. I'm like, ooh, I don't like this guy. I don't want him to have a happy ending.
Right, but he can learn. He can learn.
But like in real life, this guy would be super toxic. So,
but in real life, people learn and they do better.
Some people do.
Oh my god! Okay.
Some people are toxic till the day they die.
Okay, so we're going to address that after the podcast. But we're just gonna shovel right along to Pre-Con Season 2, Episode 7.
See, now this episode had a much more healthy gay relationship going on.
Who? Oh yeah, Peppermint and Carol. Oh my god, that was so sweet. And wait, did you say a more wholesome gay relationship?
I said more healthy.
A more healthy?
Yeah.
Yes, it's so healthy. The way that she's lying to her love interest and is actually a spy for the woman who ousted her girlfriend for kingdom and made it so that no one remembered who she is. That's
not a personality thing. That's just a bit of drama. That's a bit of drama you can overcome.
A bit of drama. That is the hugest lie ever. No, that's actually far worse than Sasaki. What the hell? Oh my god. Working for a woman who your girlfriend's working for a woman who destroyed your life. What?
Yeah, but it's not malicious. Listen, they'll work through it, alright? This is the situation.
Now they'll work through it. Now they'll work through it. Wow, a teenager is irredeemable, but they can work through that.
They can work through it. Did you see how they skipped through the meadow?
not them hopping and skipping, and that's enough to forget all like the actual plot.
I barely remember what happened in this episode. I just remember that one scene. I'm like, oh my god, it's so cute.
Well, it starts out with one of the girls from Carmina, Miss Chica. She ends up forgetting her memories. And then they bring her back to the bar. Oh, they also run into two new characters, Ayane and Kurumi.
Yeah.
Who are staying with Saturn. So they all go to the bar. By the way, Pekkarin playing with them is super cute. And then
the way she just lifted her up.
Right, they're all making noises. And then everyone just keeps getting like possessed by the spirit or having their memories swapped out. And just hilarity ensues. Like Kurumi gets possessed and with memories of like a scorned lover and just starts slapping the shit out of that one dude. Chica gets possessed by Pikuchi, who we thought was just like imaginary friend, but apparently he exists. He just lives in the bear.
That was cute. I didn't know that either from the game. I'm like, oh shit, he is real.
Yeah, there you go. And then they all just start acting like babies, including the barkeep. He was like, "Go go." So all that was pretty funny. And then Pekka and Kato, they're like, "Ah, yeah, we're going to save the day by having beautiful lesbian moments." Essentially,
which worked.
Yes, and essentially, Yuki gets hit by the Foggy's memory attack or whatever. And then he ends up remembering, or having a memory from his past.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think that's
That's pretty much it.
Pretty much it, yeah.
It was I don't want to say slow because it wasn't a slow episode. It was a fun episode.
It was cute.
It was cute, yeah. It was a little bit less hype than like the previous few episodes were. But it was still enjoyable. I liked it.
Yeah, absolutely. Same. No, it was really cute. I enjoyed it. Tons.
Had a good amount of laughs here and there. When what's her name? Kurumi, where she got possessed by the housewife. It was like, so you're not leaving her, and starts slapping the guy.
Yeah. And then Kennen comes in on that, and Kennen slaps the guy. He's like, "What the fuck are you doing with my kids?"
The show does a good job of mixing like funny comedic premises, but like still managing to move the plot along.
Indeed. I can't wait for next week.
Hopefully more Karu Pekkarin moments.
Alright. Up next we have Tensai Ouji episode 7, which is my episode of the week.
Yeah, I figured. Is this a healthy relationship? He killed for her.
Maybe. Like, I listen, what he does for her outside the relationship has nothing to do with the relationship. Kind of. Yeah, and that's what kind of I love about this series. It's like there's sometimes like shit just happens.
Oh yeah, they don't hold back.
And then most times, it's a situation made by his own design. Like all the king had to say was like, "Oh yeah, flams! I hate them fucking flams. I just wanna like."
I want to hunt them to extinction.
Yeah, first of all, I was like, this nigga's crazy. Like he, like how's he a king of anything? Like this is just Joffrey if Joffrey grew up,
basically, which just makes it even better that he got fucking curb stomped.
Right? Like he's like, oh yeah, I killed my wife because my kid wasn't smart. Clearly, couldn't be, my child.
Genes.
I'm just like, geez, Louise, like you're doing a lot, girl. You're doing too much.
One thing I do love about this series though, yeah, like it doesn't hold back, and always the violence always still catches me by surprise. Because any other show, my brain is trained to think like, oh, they're not going to kill this person in this scene. Like when he literally
when I saw
when
I saw him get the sword, I was like, oh shit, because I know, like, I'm like, I remember the last time someone talked shit about the Flams, and he's like, do you want the consequences now or later? I'm like, when he started asking that, I was like,
yeah,
uh-oh. I was like,
he even threw a kunai at like the guard and killed him.
Right.
But no, the one that really got me was the girl killing the other guy, the person that she had like a whole thing with, that she tried to assassinate before.
Yeah.
Because usually it's like the whole like, no, I hate you, but I won't want stoop down on your level, like, you know, the whole growing moment, like, I'm not gonna hurt you because I'd be just as bad. Nope, not this show. She's like, fuck you, no, revenge. I loved it.
Yep, exactly. They are not afraid to kill people.
Yeah, they really are. And they're like, no, this is a coup now. We're just gonna kill him.
Yep.
We're killing the king and his associates.
Yep, and I love how it plays into, like, the whole implications of him dying plays into just, well, it plays into everything more or less. Because it wasn't expected, you know. I feel like some of these episodes more or less are a game of. I think this is like first time this was, yeah, like truly a move that no one saw coming. You know, like the way usually when he does something unexpected, it kind of just like we, the audience, are like, oh, we didn't see that coming, but it was all according to his plan. So now we're gonna see what happens because of all his plans. So I'm just like, oh my god, cool plot twist. This was the first episode where it's like, oh shit, no one knew that was gonna happen.
Yeah, and that's kind of touched on by Nin at the end of the episode.
Exactly. And now we're all like, well, now we don't have any plans for this, which is cool. This is the first time there's no plan. Like, shit just happened, and now we're kind of just thinking as we go ahead. You know, I'm interested to see what that nun is gonna do next, because the rebel forces have been taken down. You know, wine kill two birds with one stone, essentially.
Yeah. It all worked towards his advantage in the end. Kind of. I mean, now he's in another situation.
Yeah,
he didn't really want to be in.
Yeah, he's kind of in war with yet another country. So that's happening, but he did make peace with Martin. A little too much peace, to the point where Martin is swearing its allegiance to Natran through Zeno, who's actually the princess. Excuse me. First of all, how many times are we gonna have this princess reveal? This is literally
everyone's a princess,
right? Every time I see a girl in some way or form, I'm just gonna assume they're a princess. The season finale, we're gonna find out that Nim is a princess. She's princess of the Flams, or some shit. But yeah, so I feel like the scary nun is gonna seize power somehow, and then she's really going to try and like just flat out run Wine over.
Yeah.
You know, as opposed to all the other ways she's been trying to like undermine Natran. Like over and over, like damn, like she's been busy.
She really has.
Like, I wonder. I almost wonder why. I mean, I guess they could just want more area, more land, bigger territory.
That's a good motivator.
Because you know they more or less, don't they have Martin occupied?
Yeah.
They have Martin occupied, so I guess we might as well just push ? I'm sure they'll explain it later on. But yeah, that is pretty. Yeah, this is an exciting episode.
Yeah,
There's
got
lots
a
of
lot
twists and
done.
turns. Yeah, so I'm excited for the next episode. 100%.
Same.
All right, now let's move on to our last anime for the lineup. Kaiju Kaihatsubu no Kuroitsu-san, episode 7.
Yes. This was a very wolf-centric episode, which I
Mhm.
appreciated.
Yeah. The whole first part of them drinking, that was pretty funny. Where it's like, haha, none of the monsters can get drunk because they're monsters, and then they all end up getting drunk.
Yeah, I'm glad to see Choco Girl is still alive. Melty.
Yeah.
I thought she was
See,
completely dead. Whew, thank God.
see, she came back.
Mm-hmm.
Getting drunk on the atmosphere.
Yeah, apparently that's a thing.
Right.
I mean, you can kind of do that.
I wouldn't say.
I don't think it would affect you like you're gonna start slurring your speech and stuff, but you'll probably be like looser.
Right. But I think for me, it's not like I wouldn't even call it like an atmosphere drunk.
Mm.
It would be more like I'm being surrounded by people who are not sober, so I can just kind of not be so uptight. I can be a little looser because they'll just be drinking more.
Oh no, I got the opposite. I got really uptight because then it's like, oh, I got babysit all these drunks now.
I'm like, babysit me. I'm like, the only babysitting I'm doing is children and babies.
Yeah. I liked first off, easily the worst drunk was Hydra. I would not want 4 different types of drunks in my head.
I love how the dark guys were like, "Hey, you wanna fight?" Like, they were every type of drunk. Oh my god, they were,
the crying drunk,
all
the
the
aggressive
dwarves,
drunk, yeah.
all the dwarves, weepy,
the funny drunk,
weepy, happy, angry, all of them. Oh my god,
I definitely feel like I'm more of a, depending on my mood, I can switch between a wolf type of drunk where I'm just like happy-go-lucky, or like Carmilla was, and I'm just like cry, weepy, depressed.
Yeah, you do get that way sometimes.
I'm one of those too.
Yeah. No, that's it. You do get very much like that.
It depends on what my mood is. Like whatever my initial mood is, it's just gonna be amplified by the drinking. So I can't drink if I'm like sad, because then I'll just get super sad.
I guess so. I also become either I'm very happy or very horny. Horny doesn't come as much anymore. Yeah, she doesn't happen as much as it used to. I don't know. Maybe that's because I don't drink as much vodka, or when I do drink vodka, it's like next to you, and you. So sorry, Oni, you're not quite the aphrodisiac you think you are.
Damn, I don't know why this turned into like a dig at me randomly, but okay.
What? I'm just saying, it's like usually if I drink vodka and I'm at the club and I'm just like, and guys like makes eye contact with me, I'm just like, ooh, I'm just like green light. Even though I don't necessarily do that if I'm sober, but yeah, no, I'm definitely a happier drunk. I'm of a definitely more of a wolf type. But yeah, they're all just getting drunk. It was just very a lot happening, very fast, silly conversations.
Sometimes I think the bulk of the thing was the second part of the episode, though. The bulk of the plot, quote unquote, character development.
Yeah, no, quick before we move there, I was just gonna say, is that either between you or Chris? That's definitely like the chicken.
I'm like the chicken if I'm angry when I already
I mean, the chicken wasn't angry, drinking. But the chicken
or like debating. Like, remember when I started debating Burn?
Yeah,
like like I said, whatever mood I'm in is gonna get amplified. So if I'm in like an argumentative mood, I'm just gonna start throwing out arguments and shit and going crazy, like yelling or whatever.
Right, got you. Yeah, but yeah, that's second.
Chris just goes to sleep.
Huh?
Chris just goes to sleep.
I feel like I've never like drank with him.
I have. He just goes to sleep. He's not a fun drunk.
Damn.
I mean, I do too, but it depends on the situation.
You definitely do. I mean, but like it's towards.
I used to do it. I haven't done it a lot. Like, I haven't drank so much that I just get sleepy in a while. I feel like that's only if I overdrink. Like, if I do nothing but drink and then don't eat or anything, I just get sleepy.
I get sleepy when I drink for like a little bit, especially if I'm, of course, if it's wine. But then more often than not, I'll get like my second wind, and I'm just like, oh my god, let's go. That's why I'm always. Remember, guys, when I'm on a stream, like a Saturday stream, I am always my most tired between like 8:30 to 10. And then the second one just kicks in, and I'm just like, ah! like I always pick up towards the end. I don't know. That's just me. But yeah, the second half of the episode,
they're really pushing the wolf, Kuritsu ship.
Yeah,
or at least the one-sided ship.
The one-sided ship. Yeah, no, wow. She said, I didn't think it'd get any worse than being like, you're like a little sister to me, and then she said, you're like a daughter.
Imagine being sister's owned and then daughter's owned.
And then he said, at least make me your son. I'm just like, not some weird Shota.
Yeah, some MILF Shota incest.
Is there a term for like if like a mom is into like her daughter, or into like a younger girl?
Yuri MILF.
No, well,
it's an archetype, but I don't know if they have a
name for it.
A name for it, like a tag you can search for. You would just have to search for like MILF and also Yuri.
Yeah, I am not going
and
to. I'm not
Loli.
Typing that into my search engine for a reason. Mills who are into younger girls. Yeah, no. The FBI
actually
has
one
doujin
comes to mind, but the MILFs were Fudas. So I don't know if that goes.
Listen, the FBI has enough on you. I don't want to give anyone to take me down. Yeah, that was cute. Also, shout out to Kuroitsu, who's like, actually, I can protect myself.
Yeah, she's like, actually, I'm just as strong as the heads are, at least to some degree, because she was like, I have to be able to protect myself from them.
Right, exactly. I do remember the episode where she fought Jaguar Man.
Yeah, that's true.
I thought that was like just, a
one-off joke.
Yeah, exactly. But nah, she was actually just fighting. So that was really
that means if she gets promoted and becomes like a head, she's actually gonna be really fucking strong.
Right. So that'd be cute. Yeah. No, it was a cute episode. Poor Mizuki. She trained so hard just to get her ass beat by like a random. Like, this guy had no superpowers at all, and she was just sore from working out so much.
Yeah.
That was funny. Poor Mizuki. Oh, by the way, she was the server for them at the beginning of the episode.
Yeah, I thought I noticed that too. I was like, wait, is she familiar?
Yep. She was serving the table.
Like the little cameo within universe within the show.
Right, that was really cool. I like this show. I'm excited for next week's episode.
Yep.
Alright, but with that being said, we are done with our weekly reviews. And this week, instead of Waifu Wars, we are going to be having a filler arc. And it's going to be more or less us, well, mainly me, discussing this anime that I've been watching that Oni told me about, called Heion Sedai no Itaden Tachi. It came out in the summer of 2001. Let me see if I can look for it in the archives.
2021.
2021. Excuse me. 2001.
Yeah, 20 years ago.
And yeah, this anime. First of all, who did this anime? It was done by Mappa. Okay, makes sense.
Yep,
everything makes sense. That makes so much sense now.
It
was done by Mappa, so that explains its incredible fight scenes and animation.
Yeah, I haven't finished it yet, but I kind of know what the general census of the show is. So yeah, no, the fight is great. The fight scenes are great. It's such a weird, out there.
It is very weird
show.
Yes. This show has just like a shit ton. Like it's like a half shonen half mystery. Because there's a huge mystery. Like 70% of the show is Isley, one of the main characters, trying to work through, like, uncover what the demons are, who they are. It's a big information game between the demons and the gods, which I think is really, really cool.
Like, it's a bit of a no game, no life kind of vibe to it from that, which is, I really appreciate it. I love the gods versus the humans kind of motif.
Exactly. But it wasn't like, oh, we're gods, so we're just Isley is like, nope, I've always been smart as shit, so and I love the voice for Isley too. Like I don't know, it was very different. It just wasn't the voice you would think like a normal, like, quote quote, like, nerd character would have.
Yeah.
Like, he sounded very, like, conniving. So that was very dope. So I guess we should just cut the chase and go into our favorite character, Miku.
Yeah, Miku. It single-handedly turns the show into like a NC-17 rating or some shit.
Yeah. Wait. So since you've been introduced to Miku, did you get to the scene where she's like talking to the sister, the nun? Oh my god. I was not ready for that.
Yeah.
That
was wrong. That was crazy. The show does not give a fuck.
It really does not. It has, like, yes, that was like the one ecchi scene they had, like, period. And it was so impactful. It's one of the moments you will not forget from this series at all. And then also just, it's another show where that did not care about people dying.
Yeah, people just die.
Yeah, except for the gods, they don't die. But as you learn towards the end, and I won't spoil it because I really want you to finish it. You learn that there are worse things than death.
I can imagine. I've seen Higurashi.
Exactly, you're already on the right track. Trust me. So yeah, it's so, I don't know. This is just such an interesting anime. Like I said, only you haven't gotten to like the part where they start uncovering mysteries. Like you're getting to a part where they're uncovering mysteries about each other. But then you're gonna start being like, oh, this is gonna start question. There's gonna start being questions that no one knows the answer to, and it's the race between Isley and Miku essentially to find out what it is. So yeah, it's so much. It's like a shonen ai, but yet it's about, you know, then it becomes the show about information, like spy intelligence, war, world politics. It's just they cover a lot. They cover a lot in this series, but they do it in a very balanced way. Let me ask you, Oni, how do you feel about the parts where they go into very fast what's the word I'm looking for? It was not expedition. Not what's the word I'm looking for? It's not expedition, is it?
Exposition.
Exposition. There you go. They go into really fast exposition. How do you feel about that?
I don't hate it.
Right, because on one hand, it's like, yes, this makes this leaves time for other things in the anime, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So that by that process of thought, that'd be a good thing. But it's like when he is having exposition, I had to pause to read it, and there are very, very, very important bits in those very fast moments of exposition. You know?
Yeah, there are some important things.
So that's why I'm just like, like, for a part of me that just wants to get to the part where they just like have action or shit starts moving or the plot starts progressing. Mm-hmm. I it's cool that happens, but on the other hand, logistically speaking, I'm not sure if that even makes sense. I guess I don't have to worry about it because I can literally just pause my TV.
Yeah, that's true.
And just read it.
The hidden advantage of pause.
Exactly. That's why I don't. It's like in my mind, I'm like, I don't care about it as someone who watches it on from my computer, who streams it from my computer.
Mm-hmm.
But if I was just a Japanese citizen watching this, how would that make me feel if they were talking that fast? Could I listen to it that quickly?
Kind of upsetting.
Exactly. So you have to think about it from that point. You can't think of it as from the point of Americans who have access to like subtitles and a pause button.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. That's just something I was thinking about. I don't know why I focused on that, and I don't know. I think maybe because it's just like I said, it's they do it a lot, and more times than not, it has very like important information that you must actually know, or else
it kind of reminds me a bit of
you'll get lost.
Whatchamacallit does Attack on Titan. Remember, they used to do it a lot more often, where like the middle the middle of the episode would have like a transition scene, and it'll just be like a slide that has like a whole shit ton of information about the world
yes,
they're in.
Yes, and it'll have like literally a whole paragraph.
Yeah, it's like, here, by the way, here's all the exposition you need to know.
4 seconds, go.
Yeah, go. If you don't have a pause button and you're watching like live, you're fucked.
Yeah, that is true. I feel like that's like literally my only critique about this anime is the fact that's a thing. Also, the fact that they left it on such a weird note. Like, where's episode 12?
Maybe we'll get season 2.
I hope so. It's it's already done. Wow, there's only this might be the anime. Has been collected in 5 tankobon volumes. So
what, the manga?
Yeah, apparently. I'm looking up if it'll get a season 2 or season 2 rumors. Season's pretty great. Got power. Brutal scenes are unpleasant for some fans.
No, wow. I wonder why.
I mean, they kind of were very generous with the gore.
Yeah, they were very
like
gore. Time to go wild.
Yeah, that is true. Let's see, blah 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 blah. Have not officially confirmed the renewal of an anime series. Blah blah. However, the production of the upcoming manga volumes will take time. Considering the speed of their current releases, we would not see any material until late 2023. Fuck.
Yeah, probably gonna be a while.
Yeah. But yeah. But they ended up. It's definitely on a cliffhanger. Like that was not. So they opened it for season 2. I just want to see it. That's all.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. Now, with that being said, it's definitely past Oni's bedtime. So, with that being said, we're going to end the podcast. Oni, please take us away.
Guys, if you enjoyed this episode of the Waifu Wars podcast, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe so you catch all the episodes as they go up. If you haven't already, do join the party on our Discord, follow us on Twitch, and follow us on Twitter. All linked in the description down below. And if you'd like, you can even become a patron or channel member, just like all these lovely people on screen right here who make the podcast possible. Drew, do you have anything you'd like to add?
I hope you have a good March because this is the last day of February.
Oh shit!
That we were recording. Well, now it is because it's past midnight, but it's the last day of Black History Month, so. You know, I don't know. Shouts of being black. Shout to blackness. Shout to black people everywhere. Shout to black people in anime. Shout out to black people in the manga. Shout out to black people in the industry. Just shout out to us.
Yep. shouts out to y'all and us. Until next time, this has been Sobroni and
Droovy Doo.
We'll catch y'all later. Later.
Bye.